When it comes to our kids, what works? What works to keep them safe and healthy? Help them learn and grow, and lift them up to the better life we envision for them. What works to build their futures, here and now? Boys and Girls Clubs. There's a better life and a brighter future for our kids, right around the corner, right in their neighborhood, right in their local Boys and Girls Club.
You know, because of that opportunity of going to the Boys Club, I think was the path that I was put on in life that brought me to where I am today.
In a recent Harris survey, former club kids told of lives changed, even saved, by the club experience.
Over half of the alumni of Boys and Girls Clubs told us that their membership, their participation in those clubs had helped to save their lives. And in many cases, they meant that literally, as they told us.
But the news is not all good. Too many young people do not receive the guidance they need to graduate from high school, to avoid the devastation inflicted by violence, gangs, and drugs, or to become responsible adults.
But I remember leaving the club that day and Charles White saying to me that, you know, with your smarts, you can do anything you want in life. And that stuck with me.
In 2006 alone, 1.2 million teenagers did not graduate from high school in the United States. That's 30% of the class of 2006. The number increases to an astonishing 50% among some minority groups. Boys and Girls Club kids buck those trends. Some 28% of our alumni say they would have dropped out of high school if not for the club. Even more remarkably, 51% say they achieved a higher level of education than they thought possible because of the club.
I'm trying to be that one that, takes my family out of the hole. And yes, I want to do it for my family and for my, very close friends around me, but it's mostly for myself. I'm trying to come up and be the different one in my family, trying to set the standard.
Crime and drug and alcohol abuse are also among the most serious problems affecting America's young people.
Do you know that 80% of the 2.2 million prisoners are high school dropouts? So there's a whole cycle, vicious circle here of problems. We need more Boys and Girls Clubs and fewer prisons.
Clubs are effective in combating these disturbing trends as well.
The Boys and Girls Club has provided me with hope because without the Boys and Girls Club, half of my old friends are either gangbangers or sell drugs. And I'm only 15, so by being in the Boys and Girls Club, it's given me hope of having a better life.
Another factor that prevents children from succeeding is their health. According to Centers for Disease Control, 16% of adolescents in the United States are overweight. This figure has nearly tripled in the last 20 years. Some 25% of young people ages 12 to 21 report that they do not participate in any vigorous physical activity. This lack of fitness and resulting obesity means that 16% of our teens are at risk for heart disease, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. Type 2 diabetes has also increased dramatically in teens as a direct result of adolescent obesity.
We're starting to see that there's a difference in the attitude and what they know about nutrition, how it relates to diabetes, about obesity and how it relates to diabetes.
At Boys and Girls Clubs, kids receive the space and encouragement they need just to be kids, to get out there and play and socialize, to exercise the body as well as the mind. Of the alumni surveyed, 80% said the club experience had a positive impact on their attitude toward fitness and health, with 74% participating in organized sports.
But the one thing about the Boys and Girls Club is that when I went there were other kids just like me. Other kids that didn't have the brand new shoes on, whose parents couldn't afford them. Other kids who didn't have a dad at home, just like me. So there were issues that I could talk about and be around other kids, and I didn't feel different.
But prevention done right with good people, dedicated individuals, and funded appropriately does work. And the example really is the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Clearly, Boys and Girls Clubs work. Clubs are a critical ingredient in giving young people the support they need to overcome enormous odds.
Impact 2012 That's not just a plan. It's a roadmap and it's a call to action for our clubs and for our country. So what are we going to do? We're going to recommit ourselves to our mission, to inspire and enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to become responsible, caring, productive citizens. We're going to redouble our efforts to do that.
Please join Boys and Girls Clubs and all of our supporters in responding to this call to action. Let's show kids that they matter. It's up to all of us.
It's like the best thing that ever happened to me, pretty much. It's like a birthday, but like 10 times better.
It's given me so much in the way of just how I should live my life, like being a good person, being a leader, standing up for what I believe in. Those are all things that will help me definitely become who I want to be.